What is going on, guys? I'm Brandon. Welcome back to the InScentive Collection. It's going to be a little bit different of a format. I'm going to give you my top 10 Nishane fragrances. I smelled all of these when I was in Istanbul, and I bought a discovery kit when I was over there, which, by the way, if you're not sure what you like from Nishane, or if you're interested in the brand, definitely get their discovery kit. Pound for pound, I don't think there's any fragrance manufacturer giving you what Nishane gives you. They give you everything from their $700 bottles all the way down to their cologne, and it's a great range. You can find what you like. So number one is going to be Safran Colognisé. I've already went over all the notes. I've already went over all the stuff. It's like how it smells and stuff like that. So I'm not going to get to that here. Again, this is just the top list. Safran Colognisé. I absolutely adore this fragrance. You know, it's a very strong, unique fragrance. All of the Nishane fragrances are really, really unique. I can't really say, oh, we'll try this, try that. I'm sure there's something out there similar, but when you're in Turkey, man, like in Istanbul just in general, like there's a great sense of pride in the craftsmanship and stuff that they make. Not saying that other houses don't have that, but it's definitely, you can tell. You can tell. So that's going to be number 10. Number 10 is going to be Safran Colognisé. Going into number 9, you have Wulong Chai. Now, this is a fragrance that I didn't initially love at first, but I tried this on at the gym, and it's a very, very powerful fragrance. All you need is a couple sprays. I got a lot left, but all you need is a couple sprays, and it's like the perfect gym fragrance. It's bright. It's got that tea note. It's a great fragrance. Again, I'm not going to get too deep into these. There's reviews for all this stuff. Check them out. We're going to keep moving. So number 8 is going to be Sultan Vetiver. Sultan Vetiver. Now, this is a fragrance I really, really like. There's like a lot of fragrance, Sultan, a lot of Vetiver in this, and it is, it's a very, very high quality fragrance. Again, a fragrance I really, really like. That would be number 8. Getting into number 7. I can't count. Getting into number 7, you're gonna have Tuberóza. Now, I had no idea how much I love Tuberóza. Let me spray it. Oh man, such a great, great fragrance. Tuberóza is a very amazing scent. It does lean slightly feminine, but I don't know. Get you Sultan Vetiver and cross, like, you know, layer those things together and it'll balance it out. But I don't even think this is all that feminine. I really, really like this. I definitely say check this out. This is a fantastic fragrance. Moving on to number 6, we have Zenne. And Zenne was that fragrance that I thought smelled a lot like Sprite. Yeah, they're similar in the way that they go about between this and Tuberóza, but there's something very special about Zenne, and it just is outside of my top 5 for Nishane. Just outside top 5. All right, so heading into top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, heading into top 5, you have Colognisé. Now, I smelled this in Istanbul, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It is a fantastic fragrance. Again, I love that Nishane hasn't closed the door on colognes. You know, like you don't need, like, I mean, colognes have so much more alcohol in them, so there's all the reason they should project very strong and be unique in that way, because the market is so saturated with like those the more denser fragrances. But they absolutely knocked this out the park. I think this came out in 2021, somewhere around there. It's more recent from them. Definitely get your nose on. It's only like $150, man. $150. I mean, this beats out Elixir. I mean, there's a lot of $100 fragrances that you could go with that this just absolutely beats out. So I would definitely say get your nose on one of these and try it out. All right. So all right, that was number 5. So heading into number 4, you have Nishane. And this is a very, well, look how dark it is. It's a very dark fragrance. It's from their experimental line. It's from their experimental line. I really, really like this. I don't have all the notes and stuff like that in front of me, so I'm not gonna embarrass myself by trying to say what's in here, but it is a very unique, it reminded me of something from when I was younger. I can't really place it, some type of incense or something my mom used to light when I was younger. And there's something about that that I really like, really like. It's not a really transformative fragrance. It's not gonna like evolve into something crazy on you, but overall, it's a great experience. I really like it. Yeah, so that's number 4. Okay, here we go. Top 3. right? It's getting interesting now. Now, top three. Now, my top three is going to be, well, number three is going to be Hasavat Oud. Okay, now I must say 3, 2, and 1 are pretty interchangeable, right? It just depends on what type of year it is. Like, matter of fact, this would be, I would say, winter. And I like Hasavat because, I mean, Hasavat is, in my opinion, just a little bit better than Aventus. Just a little bit better, in my opinion. Maybe more than just a little, but I really like it. But Hasavat and Aventus may suffer from the winter, right? They're not going to project very well. Let me tell you right now, this right here, this has some bass, okay? This is what you would wear. This is the dark cousin. It's not coming out. This will be the dark cousin. Oh no, that sucks. Look at that, it doesn't work. Wow, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I remember when I initially tried to spray this, I had issues with it. That sucks. This is an amazing fragrance, man. It's the same thing as Hasavat. They add a little bit of oud, give it some bass, you know, and it allows you to be able to wear this in colder weathers. So, I mean, I would say if you love Hasavat, I would buy both. I would get one for the winter and one for like, I mean, I'm talking dead winter. You can smell this in 20-degree weather. So that would be my number three. Heading into number two, this is probably the highest quality fragrance from Nishane that I have smelled. And this is going to be Neffs. This is going to be Neffs. Definitely the higher quality fragrance, in my opinion, just the way it's composed, the way it changes over time. It just smells like the Rolls Royce of fragrances. Like there's so much going on here. So much going on here, man. And it was really, really tough not to buy this when I was over there. Really, really tough. But it didn't hit me with that really, really unique component. Again, Rolls Royce, absolutely beautiful fragrance, absolutely smells fantastic, and worth every penny. I think a 50 ml was like $700. Extremely expensive. But having said all of that, my number one, my number one was a curveball, and I just really, really like. Again, the top three is kind of interchangeable, but yeah, definitely check out Neffs. Neffs is an incredible fragrance. It has a really inky aspect to it, but then it just changes over time and just becomes something beautiful. It's very, very sophisticated. Well worth the price. Well worth the price. Like, there are a lot of fragrances you buy. Is it really worth it? I'm not sure. Especially because they're just like, you're talking about $400 or $500. Right, you guys don't mind if I get a little long-winded on these. These. I want this one to be, you know, more of like kind of a discussion. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But one of the great fragrances ever that I have smelled, for sure. And number one, number one is going to be Eggy. This fragrance here, man, I did not know I would want. I did not know I would ever want to smell like cucumbers. When I smelled this, the basil, the mint, it just, I'm a creative by trade, right? And so complex, intricate, interesting things, it is the source lifeline for me. And so this was just one of the most incredible and interesting fragrances I've ever smelled. And just being in Istanbul, Turkey, like, this is so representative of the land I was standing on. And I know that's hard to convey, especially over in video. But I mean, there are a lot of blue/oceanic fragrances, but nothing like this. This is absolutely intoxicating. It is a fantastic fragrance. It's long lasting, very performant. And there's something, I hate mint, but there's something about the fact that, like, you can make me like the smell of mint. You really had to make something smell interesting. I've been smelling mint my whole life. Never liked it. So the fact that you can create something like this and just make me appreciate it so much. And again, look, I'm just smelling it. Like, that's how you know, man. That's how you know. I just absolutely, absolutely adore this fragrances. These are my top 10 fragrances. Let me know, have you tried these? You can't go wrong with any of these. In fact, you can't go wrong with any of the Nishane fragrances, right? Don't get it twisted. Like the Discovery Kit came with like 25 fragrances, something like that, but all of them were amazing. It's just like, you know, these are the top for me. But yeah, man, not gonna stay too long-winded here. Absolutely adore this collection. I'm probably gonna buy more of these at some point. There's just so many fragrances I want to get my nose on. But yeah, I could definitely see myself getting Neffs soon, Hassavat Oud soon, Sultan Vetiver, Wulong Chai is like a great workout fragrance. All of these are fantastic. So let me know, what do you guys think of this house? Are you a fan of Nishane fragrances? Are you thinking about sticking your toe in? Again, the Discovery Kit is an absolutely astonishing value for what you get. I haven't used up any of these yet, and I've used, some of these are a little bit more used than others. So this would be a full one, and this is like a half one. This is Wulong Chai. I've worn Wulong Chai for, you know, a lot, you know. It doesn't take a lot, man. These fragrances are very, very powerful. Tuberóza I've only used in the Tesla. So that just goes to show you. I've used Wulong Chai probably like 10, 15 times, somewhere around there, right? So you get a lot of sprays. You don't need a lot. So anyway, that is my top 10 list. I appreciate you guys. You're still sticking around for this. Let me know. What do you think of this format? You guys like this? A little more discussion-based top 10s, stuff like that. There's so many fragrances I want to try out. And it's really, really hard to, I put a lot of effort into the video, so it's really, really hard to churn them, you know? So I figured this would be a nice changer for you guys, so you guys experience the whole setup. But that's it. Put this right here. Bam, right in the light. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this list and the house in general. All right.